He's done it! Novak Djokovic has won the quarterfinal against Carlos Alcaraz and he's into the semi-finals. This is my post-match reaction. Let's go through it. That's right, make sure to hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get stuck into this. And there's not many times in life when you're happy to be wrong about things, but boy, am I happy to be wrong. I hold my hands up. I had Alcaraz winning this quarterfinal, but Novak Djokovic has done what I hoped he could, and in my wildest dreams, I didn't even know was possible. He defeated Carlos Alcaraz, and he did it in impressive fashion. 4 sets is all it took. Didn't even have to go the distance. Lost the first set as well, which is something we were talking about coming in. Alcaraz has won 54 matches out of 55 where he's won the first set. And Djokovic, well, he's made it now 2 losses for Carlos Alcaraz. I mean, this is all just insane. I can't believe the performance he's put on today. And especially after, right at the end of the first set, I was worried. I thought he's twisted his ankle. I thought he had to go off court. He had to have some treatment. I thought this is going to be a quick day at the office now. It wasn't to be. He turned it around. He had some medication and it proved to kick in. And in the second set, he just took it to him. So the 10-time champion, he defeated Alcaraz 4-6, 6-4, 6-3, 6-4, and it's his 12th Australian Open semi-final. What a win. 50 Grand Slam semi-finals now, and faces Alexander Zverev on Friday. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Please, if you are just joining, put those comments in the section below and tell me your thoughts on this. Are you blown away by this performance? Are you not surprised at all? Lots of people are going to say, I told you so. And if you are one of them, well done to you. I mean, you've really backed your man, and I will learn my lesson. I will learn my lesson. Don't you worry. We've got more stats for Djokovic. 91.7%. Djokovic equals Jimmy Connor's record for the highest men's singles winning percentage at the Australian Open in the Open era. Minimum 10 matches. And you see there with Agassi at 90.6. And you've got Guillermo Villas there at 88.5. And Federer 87.2 there on that list. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. With 50 semi-finals, he is only second to female Chris Evert, who has 52. So if you can just get another 3, you can be top of the tree. I mean, where do we start with this match? That first set, I mean, I thought Djokovic was playing really well. He was up the early break. He got pegged back. I thought it started exactly how I thought it was going to start, to be honest. I thought Djokovic would be solid. I thought Alcaraz may be a bit wayward with some of his shots. And that's what happened. But it sort of turned around a lot quicker than I thought. The break was a break straight back. Then we went all the way until Djokovic got broken. And then he had the medical, lost the set. And then after losing the set, I bet there was a lot of people out there thinking, oh no, I was one of them. But he started the second set incredibly. Got the early break, got broken back, but then got the break at the end of the set, which was fantastic. Went and just continued it on. Set 3, more of the same. He just looked really like he was growing into the match. And the rallies, at the first, I thought Alcaraz was getting the better of him in the long rallies, but the more the match progressed, the more variety he used, the more he seemed to be able to hang with him at the back of the court as well. I thought it was incredible. Just strength, agility. The one thing that was really troubling Djokovic was the drop shot from Carlos Alcaraz. Every time he'd play the drop shot and bring Djokovic in, it would be sort of an instant passing shot, or Djokovic wouldn't get to the drop shot. I think he abandoned that tactic, though, after maybe the third set. I think he needed more of it, and I think he was sort of running out of ways to beat Djokovic. He needed more plans. I'm not sure what extra plans they had in the Ferrero camp. I'm not sure what advice he was giving him during the match, but whatever it was, it didn't even work in comparison to any advice he's probably received from Djokovic's coach. I mean, Djokovic's coach, obviously, Sir Andy Murray, and Scott Barkley, very passionate, saying, make no mistake about it, this was an Andy Murray tactical masterclass of a win for Djokovic over Alcaraz. My man knew exactly how Djokovic could beat him, and that's what we all just saw play out. Let's effing go. Wow, and this is the face that Murray was pulling after the match as well. A big sigh of relief. I think everybody was feeling the same. Whew, and breathe. That last game, him serving it out, I don't know. I couldn't quite watch. I was just sort of watching through my hands, just hoping he could just get it over the line. Alcaraz was worrying me a little bit, but he looked very downbeat. Alcaraz is a very much an emotional tennis player, and if you start to get the better of him on the court, you see it sort of dulls him down, that youthful exuberance he has. And Djokovic, there was a point where he was smiling a lot during the third set. You could see Alcaraz stroppy. He was just there, you can tell he was just a bit hunched, slumped, walking around the baseline, not really knowing, complaining a bit more than often to the umpire, that type of thing. Very uncharacteristic, but that all gets brought out of you when you play the greatest of all time. And Djokovic recognises how much Murray means to him and sprinted over for the hug right at the end. I mean, just to see Djokovic with this much emotion, to see how fired up he is, to prove he is still one of the best players on tour right now, and he can still defeat Carlos Alcaraz, albeit not on his best surface, Alcaraz, but he's ever improving. But he's still not up to Djokovic's level, despite Djokovic being, how many more years? 16 years his senior. Crazy. Damien Kustin with this one saying Djokovic dominated on serve and return and then was shrinking the court expertly in extended points. So tough to get through at night, even at 37. Vulnerable on serve throughout the fourth and yet keeps going. Alcaraz spot serving, non-existent. Second serve return tactics, hard to comprehend. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about there. I thought Djokovic's tactics were absolutely brilliant. I thought the way he changed angles, changed directions, and really just made it unpredictable and hard for Carlos Alcaraz to get a read on where he was going to play. And then the long rallies, he suddenly dug in and was able just to compete with him. You'd think that would tire Djokovic out more than it did Alcaraz, but it seemed to be working the other way. And it was just getting in Carlos's head. He knew he was going to have to hit closer to the lines, and it was bringing out more unforced errors in the process. Total statistics at the end of the match. I mean, Alcaraz hit 50 winners, still a lot. 40 unforced errors. Djokovic 31 winners, 27 unforced errors. Yeah, I mean, high level match. Let's have it right. If it wasn't Djokovic, Alcaraz definitely winning this match. Afterwards, he did speak to Jim Courier on the court because the silence has been lifted, and he was asked about the injury, and he said it felt better after the medication started to kick in. I don't think I would continue the match if I'd lost the second set. Oh my word, to hear that now, we would have been starved of that Djokovic performance had he have lost the second set. I hope that's not the case moving forward, and I'm hoping that he's back to full fitness, or at least enough to be able to match up with Zverev in the semi-finals. And just to finish off, one last one, Bastian Fucken summing up nicely, saying Novak Djokovic, the baddest man to ever touch a tennis racket. But that's just my post-match reaction. Come on, Nole! He's into the semi-finals again. Can he do it? Can he get past Sasha Zverev next? Let me know in that comment section below. And if you haven't done so yet, smash a like, subscribe, and we'll see you later on for an extended podcast wrapping up all of today's action.